£15 a fortnight. That was what Sarah had to live on after her bills were paid. She kept going on cuppa soups for breakfast, lunch and dinner. She was getting job seekers allowance at the time, so how did she end up with virtually nothing?
My partner died 5 years ago. He died of a brain hemorrhage. So with all the bills that he was getting, they were all passed on to me. So that was quite, it was really distressing because I had to try and find the money from wherever to try and pay for that.
Sarah took out a personal loan and went deep into her overdraft. She struggled to get the company sending the bills to understand her situation. But then things got even worse.
My mum passed away, so I had the added trauma of going down to sort her flat out, sort her funeral out.
All the while, Sarah's debt was mounting up and up.
Just felt isolated, totally isolated. It knocked my confidence. It made me feel hopeless.
In the end, Sarah got help from the Southern Brooks charity in Patchway. Staff here say more and more people are coming to them with debt and with the mental health problems that go with it.
And we're seeing a kind of a circle of stress around people getting into debt, which means that they can't meet the basic needs of their families, so they're struggling to hold down jobs because of this stress.
A new report has found that 17.2% of people in Bristol are in too much debt, and that people with money worries are more likely to report depression and suicidal feelings. But Southern Brooks has had its council funding cut, just as more people are coming to it for help. All over the region, similar charities are facing similar struggles. In its report, the Quartet Community Foundation has found that fewer than half of the West's community support charities are confident that they can survive the next 5 years. Quartet wants us, the public, to plug the gap.
There is some money in the state sector, but we know it's been reducing. We know, for example, there isn't enough money in the mental health sector for all the acute beds, for example, that might be needed. So our message is that philanthropy, just ordinary people doing their bit to help, makes a massive difference.
But Quartet already gives £1 million a year of donated money to community groups like Southern Brooks.
But we need more than that. £1 million a year sounds great, but we need a lot more. And that's why we're putting this report together and calling for those who care to do more to help through us for those local groups.
Sarah is now on a new manageable loan. But although her finances are looking healthier, for the sector that helped her, things are far less certain. Karen Bell, ITV News.